because when he was president, the economy worked. We got to be honest about the facts. When he was president of the United States, our inflation rate was basically 2% throughout the entire time. Wages adjusted for inflation were rising. And that's the measure that really matters, wages adjusted for inflation. When you look at black unemployment, it was the lowest time at any point in American history to that point in time. When you look at the economy overall, it was growing across the board. The Trump tax cuts, which gets demonized a lot, actually added more revenue to the federal government than at any other point in the history of our country, adjusted for inflation. There was money coming back from overseas because companies were bringing that money back, and the way the entire tax policy was structured, it was actually moving into really only two categories. One, wages for workers. Two, being able to buy back stocks. That's the only two ways that money was being really invested. There was a third way, capital expenditures, but that was another point of his tax policy. Then you get to regulatory policy. When he came in, he cut about $1 trillion worth of harmful, in my view, regulations from the Federal Register that was slowing down small businesses in the United States.
I can see it, I feel it. It's cooking.
So when you put all that stuff together, it was one of the great points of economic growth in our country, and every demographic group took advantage of that, was rewarded with that economic growth. Everybody had a piece of that economic pie. So black men are looking back and they're saying, okay, we had the 4 years of Trump, we have the 4 years of Biden-Harris. Which one was better for my pockets? Which one was I excelling in more and more? And if you look at the economic data, it's not a doubt. It was under Donald J. Trump. And that's why you're seeing more and more black men saying, you know what? I'm going to roll with Trump.
He ain't lying.